Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But don't break.
Yeah, man. What up, man? We live, man. Let me just go live early, get this thing popping, warm up the stage, man. It's Mr. Beans and Stony Crook, Sean Doe, and Hustle Stacks will be joining us soon, man. I'm gonna just warm up the stage, man. I'm gonna play this little bit of that background music. Tell me what you think. Give y'all a little bit of that.
And that other joint.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that other joint too.
Let that shit ride for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit.
Actually, I'm gonna pause that real quick and just give them a little bit some of the other joint.
That other joint. Right, you gotta let that shit ride, man.
Hold on, man. I gotta find it.
This is a world premiere.
This is a world premiere. Let me see.
Premiere. Yeah, this is the world premiere. Some new shit.
Stone with us. My style been versatile. I used to live wild, I'm calm now. Building with Sean Stone and beans in the bean. Where I first learned to be who I'm destined to be. The truest MC, my attitude been green like a leprechaun. Now I've been a seminar since I learned how to spell a bar. Message all like a carry.
Stacks is on early. He's ready.
Oh, he's ready.
Sitting in the green room.
Ready, he's ready.
I'm too hot like Julio. Who is niggas fully, yo? I'm the youngest in charge, the nicest in my generation.
Yeah, man, it was some good games.
It was some good games, kid. Yo, I'm telling you,
man.
That Jets game was ill.
Yeah. Yo, that Jets game ended up being ill, huh?
Yeah, that game ended up being ill, man. They came back.
Yeah.
They came back, man. You know, it was a given, man. They were desperate. You know, they 0-7.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get off the schneid. You know what I'm saying? What better time to do that?
I heard the what you call it, man.
The bum ass Bengals.
They gonna end up firing that coach, bro.
Nah, because Burrow's out. So you know
that's the scapegoat he got right now.
He has a voucher. Yeah, they're gonna let him ride.
That's a good way of putting it. He got a voucher right
man.
now.
You know, Burrow's hurt. All right. We know we're doing the best you can, but
yeah, you're right. You're right. I feel that one. I feel that one. He's on a voucher right now. You're right about that, man. But yeah, man, right now I'm still peeping this game, man. The Cowboys let it get out of hand, man.
Man,
they let that get out of hand, man. Hold on, I'm gonna hit back the other one. Let me go back to the other joint. Give them the full on the other joint. This is our intro by Nonchalantly Zay, giving y'all the first full track of the intro. Just give y'all a little something on it real quick.
Break through, son get through. But I'm break you.
Ready? We gonna bring them in. Keeping an eye on the time. What time is it? Ooh, we got a minute to go. Let's bring Stacks in. What else, Stacks? You ready?
Yo.
Y'all niggas fucking hanging in the green room like I'm a fucking guest.
Nah, you wasn't ready. You wasn't ready though. I see you. You was moving
right, man. We saw you over there walking around and shit.
You walking around and all that. What you talking about?
We saw that shit.
That's why I left you in the green room so people don't see you walking around and getting your whole joint ready. I popped you in.
Fuck
We're the show and start. Yeah, we're gonna give the show, man. We're gonna like 30 seconds. Yeah, we back as Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Beans. You got Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe's on a little hiatus, and Stony Crook, man. We doing it live again, man. We bringing y'all that vibe, man. This is that real regular sports guys, real talk, giving it to you guys every week, man. This is Parlay with us, Team Parlay with us. Yo, man, Stacks, man. There's some good games today, bro. I got to see a little bit of some of these games. Cook right now, you see him, he's not happy with this Cowboys, man. I always tell him, don't put that money on them Cowboys, man.
You know what I mean? They got me to over, but I wanted that cover too, man, but it's all
yeah,
good.
you want I know you was telling me about that cover, but man, that
out of hand, man.
If Doe was here right now, I'll tell him, man, oh man, them Broncos. I know Doe's probably saying, what? Broncos they right the ship, man. Sean Payton looked like he knows what he's doing. Stacks, what you think?
I mean, he ain't a bad coach. I just don't like his ways. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how he kind of jettisoned it. I mean, even though Russell Wilson had to go, but the way he went about the shit was bullshit. I felt yelling at him on the sideline. Yeah, just doing a little sucker shit.
Right. But no, he got that team playing the way he wanted them to play. You know what I mean? He got them playing. He wanted them to play. I think they look good. We look good. Shout out to the Patriots. We're going to get it started. Let me warm it up, man. I'm getting the hands warmed up. Hey, what up, man? Real quick before we go, let me add this thing in because I like this little Dropbox thing here. Another lost soul, man. Thanks for waiting patiently, man. Another lost soul's been here waiting patiently to join the show, man. He know the show was coming on at 7. And we kicked it off a little early, just sitting there getting it ready. And he got a question. He said he's worried about. Let me see what he said. You worried about Campbell not being able to handle the speed rush? Do you think that issue could?
Man, y'all.
They gave up with 5 sacks. That could be an issue. I mean.
That's Myles Garrett, man. That's different. That's Myles.
Yeah. I was going to say the same thing. That's
Myles Garrett. There's not much you can do about that. I don't care who's the tackle. That guy's an animal.
Another lost soul, man. I'm gonna just keep it short for lost soul. I like that title, man. But if you watch the game, bro, there was nothing you can do against Garrett, man. Garrett was being double teamed. He was making moves and shedding one blocker and the other one come shed him. And he was still getting that Drake, man. There was we seen that time. They seen one of those plays where he went through two tackles and he still was able to grab May and sweep him by the legs to catch him for that little.
Yeah, he did, man.
He was beasting.
It was his day.
He was on one, but Stacks, can I ask you a question? Did it look like he was like forcing it? It looked like it was like easy. Like he was just doing that shit with ease.
It was the reason why he got paid all that bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, highest pay.
Yeah, it's the reason why I know who that was. I knew he'd have a day, not like that, but I knew he'd have a day.
Yeah, he was racking them up, man. He had one of them Reggie White type of days, man. With the sack type thing, man. Remember old Reggie White from Philadelphia? No, Green Bay and Philly, right?
Yeah.
Green Bay, Philly, then Green Bay.
Philly, then Green Bay. Yeah, man. Just racking up sacks, man. So he looked like him today, man. Just kept getting in there. I like that play. So yeah, man. Real quick, y'all see the title, man. It's NFL week number 8. We're gonna give y'all that recap. There's a trade rumor I want to talk about. I could ask you two guys about it. I don't know how real it is or how, if it's just AI or cap, as they might say, but we'll talk about the trade rumor in a second. I'm sure you guys know about it. I hope y'all do. But let's get started, man. The Patriots today took care of business. Hold on one second, guys. Let me do something here because I got something going on. I was still watching the end of this Broncos game before I pull up the slate, man, and stuff. All right. Patriots took care of business today. Let me go. All right. So, jeez, I don't even see it. Hold on, bro. You got me, Cook? I don't know how come I don't see my thing coming through. Oh, here we go. So the Patriots took their business today, 32 to 13 against the Browns. The Browns was looking pretty good in the beginning. They got something going on there with that defense. That defense, Jim Schwartz defense is serious, guys, man. I love that defense of Jim Schwartz.
That defense been good for years, man. They just ain't
for years. They just need to figure something out in offense, man. They got a great tight end. I have him on my fantasy. That kid Finn or whatever his name is, Finnan. He's pretty good. The tight end. They should have force fed him a little bit more today to get the ball out. I think as far as Cleveland is concerned, but one thing one of the commentators was saying, I was watching the game, all their receivers are too small besides the tight ends, so they need to get a little bit bigger at receiver. To kind of battle on those edges, you know what I mean? Battles, throw it to the side and stuff like that, the sidelines and things like that. They need them bigger receivers to kind of like, go up and get the ball, except for these small guys. So that's the only thing. And then the quarterback is young too. The Gabriel kid, I think he comes from a family of athletes or something like that. I think some of his brothers and stuff like that played already in the NFL. So, Cleveland gave it a shot, but the Patriots look crisp. What do you think, man? Stoney, what do you think about the Pats, man, today? What do y'all like with Drake May? What did y'all like from the offense, defense? What did y'all see today? It could be any one of y'all, Stacks. It could
be real quick. I mean, it's glaring right now. Henderson, Henderson finally had a game. It was good to see him catch the ball out the backfield, run the ball, be productive, you know what I'm saying? So I was happy to see that. Hopefully he can build off that, because everybody was asking about him and, why wasn't he getting much play time? But, he had a game today, he was effective, and it was good to see that. Drake May, he has to work on, I mean, he's young. I know he's young, but he's going to have to still work on his awareness, that clock in the head, knowing when you got to run out that pocket. But other than that, my starter game is Henderson today.
Okay. Stacks, what you got on that game today?
Nah, man. It's piggyback off what Stoney said. I agree. Henderson ran the ball well, which I knew he could do. He just needed a chance. I don't know what been going on, why he ain't been getting no totes. But a great overall team defense. I think Drake May played good again. The sacks a little bit. That ain't his fault. That's just Myles Garrett. That's just me. Yeah, I don't think that's
the mistake I seen him making. And me and Cook had this talk earlier on. The interception, where that was like a rookie mistake or a growing pains type of mistake, where the linebacker was sitting waiting as a spy.
He wasn't sitting waiting. That motherfucker jumped that shit. He flashed in there. He wasn't sitting right there.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean.
That was a great intro, Stoney. I ain't gonna hold
it. Was he had his eye, what I mean by he had his eye on the quarterback. He spied him. He spied him straight through, so he knew where he was gonna try to go with the ball, and that was the end results. You know what I mean? I think that was a mistake that probably he will learn from in the future as far as Drake May. Reason why I say that though, Stacks, is because give a shout out. You got to give a shout out to Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels came in here. Everybody's giving Vrabel the whole shine. And yes, he's going to get the shine because he's the head coach. But Josh McDaniels came in here in one season and created an offense, like in one season. And it's not even Halloween yet, or past Thanksgiving, and you can see the maturity of the offense. The offense look like they have some little issues, like you guys said. Sometimes Drake May got to be more decisive and when he's supposed to get rid of it or pull up and run or whatever. Some little kinks, and it's not even that big obvious kinks. He's more efficient than not being efficient. But I think that's all due to Josh McDaniels' coaching and play calling. The coaching and the play calling is just it's there. It's balanced. It's there.
Yeah, I knew Josh was gonna do that though. And he was never a bad coordinator. He's just a terrible head coach. I mean,
Right.
I knew he was gonna come in here, and I knew it definitely was gonna be better than what the hell it was last year. I knew that. So I just felt like they spent a lot of money on that old line. They went and added some pieces. They still got money left. They still didn't spend all the money that they was given to Vrabel. He didn't spend nearly. I think it's only half of that. Only
Yeah, they didn't spend much.
Yeah, they didn't spend much. Gave a couple guys some bread. You still can go out and get another guy. You still can with the money that's there. So that this team's going up. Man.
Another guy on offense or another guy on defense?
You gotta get that edge rusher.
Guy on def. I think I think we need a safety. I think we need a safety.
Yeah, I agree. Or edge rusher or end stone. You gotta get
exactly. Like we could go offense, but I think the priority now is defense. I think on offense we're all right. We could address that.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line. Because for now, we're productive, but definitely on defense because the defense is a little leaky. Yeah, Cleveland was moving the ball, and they was moving the ball. So was the last couple of home games they played. The team came out running, moving the ball on us. So we just happened to get it together. But yeah, we definitely got to work on that defense.
It's like every week. It seems like the team come out, move the ball. Then the coordinator makes adjustments and that's it.
Yeah. Because
I'll give y'all a little bit of stat daddy type of stuff real quick. I'm gonna give y'all some stats real quick on May. May was 18 for 24. Good numbers, right? Stacks, good numbers. 18 for 24, 282. Average 11, 12 yards per throw. 3 TDs, 1 INT. We talked about that INT. Trayvon Henderson, like you said, 10 carries for 75 yards, no TDs though, but he played good. Drake May ran for 7 times for 50 yards. That's pretty good. And Stevenson, 14 for 34, workhorse type thing. I don't want Stevenson to be lost in the sauce. They should be using Stevenson for a real good. Even if they want to do this 1-2 punch with him and Henderson, he should be that third down. Stevenson is nice with catching the rock.
He caught some passes.
When he gets in the field, when he gets behind that defense, he's dangerous. So they should implement that part of the game when Stevenson. Don't get him lost in the sauce, bro. You know what I mean?
He was a feature back last week. He been a feature back.
He just got to hold on to the ball.
Shout out to Vrabel. He would have been lost to a lot of other coaches with that damn fumbling. I tell you that right now. A lot of coaches. Shout out to Vrabel.
Right.
I feel Vrabel 15 totes. Your other running back had it going, and your other running back got 15 totes. That ain't a bad day. That ain't a bad day. And
Henderson, he did fumble in the end. I forgot to add that. He did.
Yes, you have to add that. He fumbled in the end.
He got taken out quick, but overall, he had a good game, man. And he just has to hold on to the ball, man, because he
never fumbled his whole college career. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So hopefully, he never say that right away.
And real quick, we're going to talk about the Patriots, man, guys. Shout out to everybody there in the YouTube, man, Facebook, play streaming world, and thanks for coming through. Please like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Please join us in the chat if you have any questions on the games that we're talking about, the players, and any that we're talking about. Don't be shy. Join us in the chat. We like the chat. We like to engage in the chat with newcomers and longtime subscribers, man. Please don't hesitate. But real quick, Mac Hollins, I was telling you about that earlier. Cook, Mac Hollins, he's becoming a name. He's getting the rock. Put it that way. 7 receptions for 89 yards. He's a good sleeper. I said that earlier. Like, I think that kid, when they paying attention to everybody, it seems like he gets open. And I like he gets open for some reason. He's always open. Kayshon Boutte, another one. Another touchdown again. People slept on Boutte, man. LSU product. I slept on him. He's a good receiver for this team, and for Drake May. So he looked good. And Douglas, he gets his little he gets his receptions. He only had one reception for 44 yards though. But once again, Diggs had 3 for 14 and he had the TD. So, he's spreading it around. May's spreading it around. He's trying to show the love to everybody. And even Henry got one. Henry got, one reception for 7 yards in the TD. So, it's good to see the Patriots gelling. They 6-2. They just got to keep going. I think this was a good test defensively to get through a good defensive squad in Cleveland. So that was a good test to get tested by Jim Schwartz defense because he do bring some stuff out. Look at his 5 sacks. You know what I mean? So let's see what's up. Whoever's next is we'll see what's good. Like who's next? Y'all know next on the slate for the Patriots?
Should be Atlanta.
Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta lost today to Miami. Atlanta got their up and down thing going on themselves. So it's Patriots in a good situation, bro. It's just so funny that, Patriots isn't this, in a good situation. And then Atlanta's coming up here. So yeah, the Patriots are in a good situation. If they could hold for that home, man, and keep it pushing before that next big game come up, man, that's good. And we're gonna go down. If you guys have any other thoughts on the Patriots, y'all could chime in real quick before I start running down some recap on week 8. A couple of good teams out here that I want to talk about and get y'all insight.
Yeah, it was good to see us, win the game, win these games that we should win, but it's just been looking kind of shaky in the beginning of a lot of these games, so Cleveland scored first. Then we only got a field goal, our first possession. Cleveland scored, and it's like the same shit. Like, oh, here we go. Is this team gonna come in here? They made some stops. It took a while before the scoring started going.
Right,
9-7 at halftime. So it just didn't look. I don't know. I didn't know what to think of it. And they offensive explosion. So yeah, it was good to see them win these games they need to win, but I don't know. They still need a lot of work to do. They got a lot of work to do.
Nice. Yeah, they do. They got a lot of work to do. Real quick, man, if you out there, man, I see a lot of people out there, a few people out there in the YouTube, man, shout out from where you from, man. The first time on this live, this is Parlay with us, the regular sports guys. Episode number 4, man. We bring it every week. Live sports talk on a weekly basis, twice a week, Thursdays and Sundays. Join in, man. We appreciate it, and let us know where you're from too. Next game I want to talk about since we done with the Patriots. Hold on, let me see. Wow, I didn't know that happened. That's a good another lost soul. He must be a Boston native, and gotta be. He's entrenched because he's bringing up stuff, and I love this is what I'm talking about. People, if you're in this live, this is what we like to little give us some of these questions, ask us some of these questions that we might be able to give y'all some answers to. But Barmore, that's a good thing, man. Barmore being, I didn't notice that Barmore wasn't there after the first quarter, but he's saying Barmore was benched for disciplinary reasons and didn't want to speak to the media after the game. So, Stacks, you notice anything like that with Barmore?
I knew he wasn't in the first quarter. I knew that. I didn't know he left after the game. I mean, he probably, he probably did some shit the coach didn't like. So coach got to set him straight. Like, you got to maintain that locker room, man. Barmore got a little bit of knucklehead in him. I think Saban had a little bit of problem with him at Alabama too. So who knows what he did or came late to a meeting or something, Stoney or something. Some of these coaches don't play about that.
Or something happened right there on the field that he didn't like. Or that could have been the reason. First quarter, after the first quarter, you're getting sat down, and Barmore is a staple on that front four up there. So to sit him down with a game like this, that tells you that hey, man, the message is being sent. We'll find out more. That's a good question. Another loss. So I'll look up or stay tuned more for any information that's going to be going down about why Barmore was sat after the first quarter. That's a good one. nice observation to another lost soul. But yeah, man. So before we move on to from the Patriots, I want to talk about real quick. Yo, the Colts, man. What's up with? They ain't even finished yet, but the game ain't finished yet. But
yeah, they doing what people expect them to do. They imposing their will on teams. They scoring at a crazy pace. Yo, shout out to the Colts, man. They doing their thing. You got to give them the number one team in the AFC right now. You got to give them that.
Yeah, you got to get that to them right now.
Yeah, they playing some good ball, and I can't wait till they play at Kansas City. I got that game circled on my calendar.
Whew,
I think it's at Kansas City. That's gonna say a lot, but a loss is a loss. But if they end up losing to KC in a tight game, I'm gonna like their chances to come out the AFC. Represent the AFC in the Super Bowl too.
Right. Real quick, I'm just gonna pull out some games real quick. Talk about we knew Stacks' Buccaneers would have take care of business against the Saints. The Saints need a whole lot of I don't know what's going on with the Saints, but we root for the Patriots. We're Patriots fans. This is a Boston's-based podcast. We're from the Bean and everything we love being, all our teams. But, we give respect to other teams. We like watching other teams, the players that come out of those teams and stuff like that. Man, the Saints, man, oh my gosh. They got some good players on that team, man. It's just something's missing there.
And quarterback, they're missing a quarterback.
And the Buccaneers is good. So nothing against the Buccaneers. Stacks is right. The Buccaneers is a good team. They're forcing the NFC. Even though that it seems like people don't mention them like that to get that credit to be a force in the NFC. You think that's that?
Yeah, people mention them all the time. They
mention them. They just don't trust them. That's what it is. I mean, they've been in the playoffs last year and they were pretty hot too, but
they always win.
They want to see more. They want to see more.
They always win playoff games. I mean, NFC. I mean, I don't know. The NFC it could be a 3-team race, could be maybe 4, but
right.
But I think the Bucs will be right there. But they got to get healthy.
Yeah.
If they get healthy at the right time, then I think they'll be right there.
Nice. Dolphins. Shout out to the Dolphins, man. I was win out in Atlanta.
That the Dolphins took care.
Cousins, he's a bum.
Nah, you said he was a great quarterback last year. Or, switched up.
Cousins.
Tell me what happened in this game. So
you said it last year. Don't make me tell Beans to go to the archives.
Come on, man.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened with Penix. He didn't play today. What happened? I didn't know nothing about this.
He's hurt. He has a sprained ankle.
Oh shit. Okay, so they went with Cousins today. 21 for 31, 173, no TDs, no nothing, and an average of 5 yards per throw. So yeah, and the rest of the team looked very weak today, very weak, as far as numbers is concerned. So yeah, Miami took advantage of that. End up winning 34-10 in Atlanta. Tua looked pretty good, 4 TDs. Tua's trash last week. The coach almost getting fired by this week. And all of a sudden he goes and throws for 4 TDs at 205 yards, and he had a decent balance game of 20 for 26. I don't know. I don't know. I still don't trust Miami. Don't trust Miami. Whatever y'all.
It's a wrap for Miami.
It's a wrap. I still think they need to blow that shit up. I don't care what he did today.
Yeah, they're gonna probably let him finish the year. I mean, yeah, they got that. That only bought him some games. The coach, he's out of there. I mean, the team's going nowhere. Going nowhere fast. And Cousins, man, they need to get rid of that dude. He's not even a good backup.
Now we're gonna go back
10 points at home. Come on, man. That's crazy.
You, Stoney, and everybody else who's been watching this. Yes, we can go back in the archives, and you were saying that Cousins deserved that shot. over
Back
Penix at
then,
the time.
no, back
When
then. I mean,
you said
he
why
was better then.
why would they draft Penix?
Why would I say that?
Why would they draft Penix? You said that. Remember? Why would you draft? That was a bad pick. You said it was a bad pick.
No, I get it from that standpoint. Yeah, from that standpoint. But how are we supposed to see that? I know at that time I felt like they could have drafted for more needs, and it's showing. Look, they fucking 3-4. They can't stop the run. They got all kinds of problems on defense. So I felt like they could have went defense and got a quarterback some other way. So that's how I felt at that time. But hey, it's whatever, man. You know, I mean, Penix is hurt, so he's not helping him.
Right. That's fair.
But Cousins is trash. I felt, you know, he was a better option, but yeah, he's trash, and they gotta get him out of there. They gotta get him out of there.
Get him the fuck out of there.
Get him out of there, man.
Yo,
they still paying him.
And they still pay. Yo, he got bread, right? Didn't he get a big pocket?
Yeah, big pocket. They gave him a bag. Tell him, Stacks.
They gave him a bag, man.
Man.
Kirk lived his best life, man. Kirk could retire today. He should be straight.
Everywhere he goes, they give him a bag.
He made money everywhere. Yeah, he made every money wherever he went. Everywhere he went, he sure enough did. Real quick, Bears Ravens. What do y'all think? Bears Ravens. Even though we know the Ravens, even though the Ravens, we know what's going on with no Lamar, but
that's the problem, man.
What's going on with the Bears, Stacks? What's going on with the Bears?
I mean,
fraud.
The kid.
Hold on, let me pull up the Bears stats right here. I don't know what's going on with the Bears. I mean that. Damn, that's a bad L.
To tie with it, T. Huntley. I don't even know his first name.
Yeah, but he's good there. He's
good there. No, he is. Huntley's good in that position for the Ravens. Huntley always came off. He came off the bench for the Ravens multiple times for Lamar and looked pretty decent. Stacks is right.
He sure did. He always came. He always played well for them. Then they had.
I fuck with Huntley. I fucks with him if he as the back. You see how y'all call it like you guys be calling decent backups? Like, yeah, he's a good backup. Huntley's a good backup, especially for the Ravens.
Yes, he's good there. That's just for some reason that offense works for him.
It works for him. Exactly.
It should have never let him walk away. I thought he should be a career backup. Like, you just keep him there. They let him walk away, kind of bounce around the league for a little bit. But some around that offense for him, it just sticks for him.
That's right. Yeah, they let him walk away a couple times. Where did he go? Was it the Giants?
He was all over the place. He was all over. He was on the Jets. He was on the Browns. He was
everywhere. Yeah,
he might have played for like one team twice and shit.
Yo, listen, but he seems to thrive.
Oh, Miami. He was in Miami for a little bit. Yeah, he was all
He seems to thrive in Baltimore. He's getting paid. He seems to thrive in Baltimore. But yeah, Caleb Williams, man. Damn, man. I don't know.
He's garbage, man. I don't know.
I you know what, Stoney? I'm leaning that way. I ain't all the way that way yet. But I'm leaning that way.
He's probably gonna like excel somewhere else. He's gonna probably be one of those type of quarterbacks. It's not gonna work. Yo, Chicago, they got a bad history with drafting quarterbacks. Bad history. From Trubisky, from what's the other motherfucker they had?
Been going on for years.
They had a couple.
Ways past Mitch Trubisky,
but it was another one like after that one that didn't pan out either.
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman
went to the Super Bowl though. Yeah, at least that's his claim to fame. But they ain't had no. Last good quarterback they had was goddamn Brian Greasy. And that's saying something.
They had this dude. They had the dude that's in New York right now. That's who it is. Who's the dude that's in New York?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. They ready.
As the number one pick, he was a number one pick.
Yeah, for the Bears.
For the Bears.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes,
That's what I'm saying.
like,
If they're gonna fall on this another number,
to save
something's
their
up with
lives,
them.
they cannot draft quarterbacks.
So you know what to do,
I don't know
though.
why they didn't go free. You got to go free agent when you can't
Yeah,
draft.
go free agent with the quarterback and draft.
You say that, but who's out there for him? Kirk Cousins?
No, I'm talking about in the past. Like in the past, it hasn't been working for them. So you would think they would they would take a different route. They draft horrible, and that's why they always in this position.
No, they do draft. They could draft on defense pretty well. They can draft defense pretty well. That's just the staple of that team.
Quarterback on the free agent.
They can't draft a quarterback, man. Listen, McMahon wasn't even a good quarterback, and he won the Super Bowl. Just go think about that.
That was defense that won. Defense and handed it off to Walter. That was defense and handed it off to Walter.
Handed it off to Walter. That's it.
That was.
You know what I mean? So Jim McMahon, since Jim McMahon, they still been fucking struggling with a quarterback since Jim McMahon. Just think about how far that is in the 80s, man. You know what I mean? Yo, listen, Chicago. I'm glad that when everybody was pointing for the Patriots to try to select this kid Williams, and we didn't. I'm glad we didn't. He said, "Hey, El Loso Pollo, hey, what's up, man? El Pollo Loso, what up, bro? Yeah, he said Caleb Williams is trash.
He's trash, man.
Yeah, no, man, he's man.
Trash can.
He's a trash can. No. I knew it though. I seen it. You know, the first season, he didn't, you know, you could tell when these guys got that moxie with them, and I don't see it with him. Maybe I could be wrong. You might be right though, Cook. He might be able to flourish somewhere else once that ship gets sailed in Chicago.
I'm gonna give him one more year under this dude. I'm gonna give him one more year under this cat right here. Cause you see, Jaden Daniels came down to earth a little bit. You know,
he showing up there.
Yeah. He came down to earth. When he doesn't have his number 2 option, number 1 option in McLaurin, he looked vulnerable out there.
He looked vulnerable.
They wouldn't got him too good. Got McLaurin and Debo.
But something's not right. But Stacks, something's not right though with Washington with that whole. Maybe he is playing hurt. He could be playing hurt. You know what I mean? Daniels.
No, he got hurt last game. He sprained his ankle and shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe his season was just not healthy.
He didn't have his receivers. That's what I think. I think he was missing too many offensive weapons in the beginning, and I think that hurt him. You know, he can't really carry it on his own or make, you know, these second or third string wide receivers, you know, filling that void. I don't know. I can't say that, but it just shows though, like without McLaurin,
he did it last year.
He wasn't really doing much without McLaurin.
No, McLaurin was there. He did it.
No. I'm saying I don't think it's his play. I think he struggled this year because he didn't have McLaurin. That's what I'm saying. Like in the beginning, they took a step back this year. You know, from where they was at last year.
Yeah, they sure enough did, man. I was looking at Washington like being one of them NFC teams, you know, to really be contending, like really putting some, you know, putting people on notice. And like you said, he took a step back, man.
It's all fine and dandy till that film come out on you.
You've always said
once
that.
they learn about it, yep.
Once they learn about it, now it's time. Now it's his turn to counteract that and develop his game better. You know, bring it to another level. But I still like him though. I still think he's a good quarterback.
I still like him too.
I still think he's a great quarterback. He could be better. You know, coach him up. They got to do the right thing with him. You know, don't make the mistakes that other team. You know, you got a solid franchise guy in Daniels. I think even though he's having a subpar year, he's still a franchise dude. I think, you know, he learned a lot from last year, even though it could have been a magical type of thing. But I will still go with him than going with Caleb right now. And Drake May, you was right. People said Drake May, not to bring him back into the subject or Patriots back, but they said Drake May was one of the most pro-ready coming out of college.
They say he was the most pro-ready out of all of them.
He was the most pro-ready coming out of college.
A lot of people would have picked him first. That's
yeah. So I kind of like, I see that. All right, real quick, man. Let's go. I'm gonna give two more. The Jets took care of the Bengals. The Jets got off the snide. We got to give it to the Jets. The Jets got off the snide. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. They gotta get it. Let me raise that.
We fucking up. We gotta give a player. We can't give no New York team no applause on this guy.
Nah, they got off the snide, man.
So listen, they're the last team to win the game, so they get an applause.
I like the coach, man. The coach is a good guy.
Okay, applaud the coach. Applaud the coach.
There you go. I like Aaron Glenn. You like Glenn?
I will never take my foot off no New York team's neck.
Because, I know what you're saying.
Because they might have threw a parade for that win right there. They might be partying right now out there. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they get down. So I ain't
no, I know what you mean. Aaron Glenn, though. Aaron Glenn. Shout out to Aaron Glenn.
They're 1-7, man. You got to.
I'm telling you, they might be popping bottles out there for that win. I bet you.
Shout out to the coach. I like the coach, man. The coach is a good guy, man. He said facts, T. But yo, I hear you, El Pollo. So no, we don't really root for no New York team. Don't get me wrong, but I said it based on Aaron Glenn because I like Aaron Glenn. You know what I mean? Solid coach, man. He deserved that opportunity, you know, to be a coach. So that's what that's about. Good camaraderie in that way. And the last team I'm gonna talk about real quick before we move on, and I'm gonna talk about the NBA and stuff. Eagles took care of business. This is Stack's backup team. Eagles took care of the Giants. The Giants, the Giants, Stoney's backup team. The Giants fell again.
Giants, right? Stoney's Giants.
Stoney's Giants fell again. He puts it, for some reason he puts his faith in the Cowboys and the Giants. I don't know why. But yeah, man, the Giants fell again today. The Eagles look like the Eagles. Your boy look like people. I guess Stacks. I guess all that noise people were talking about Hurts. I guess his feelings was hurt, and he showed them that I'm gonna hurt y'all in multiple different ways. That's what Jalen Hurts. I gave y'all 3 hurts for Jalen Hurts. His feelings was hurt, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna hurt y'all. Yo, listen, man.
Everybody hate on that kid, man. That dude is a good, because he's a good guy, maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe the good guy persona.
Let's keep it a buck. He's everybody's wife's favorite quarterback. We know why. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why. Like, just call it a buck, keep it a buck. Hurts got the ladies watching football. That's a fact.
Yeah. He's like Christopher Williams. He's like
Christopher Williams on.
Christopher Williams right now. You know what I mean?
So, and people hating on him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stop it, man. That dude is a good quarterback, man.
Nah, he's a good quarterback. He showed it. You know, he's starting to get the ball out. They were talking about Saquon this, Saquon looking like he's trash, and then Saquon had to have an explosive day.
Yeah, you got to pace Saquon Stoney. I agree with how the Eagles are using him. You can't. The man had 2,000. You can't turn around and hand the ball off to him like that again this year, back to back.
And let me tell you what I
talked about. That you got to pace that dude this year.
You gotta pay my fantasy heads. I didn't even expect this, but I needed a running back in my fantasy football team this week, right? And Tank Bisbee was out there, and I didn't pick this motherfucker up. And he ran for 100 yards today on 9 carries.
Tank Bisbee when he was on Jacksonville, and now he was on. I had him on my team, but they traded him to Philly, so I didn't think he'd get no touches. Somebody, their backup must be hurting. And shout out to fantasy football because I'm beating the butterball turkey shit out of Stoney right now.
That's fine. You know what? It's just a win. You know what it comes down to? You know what it comes down to? The postseason.
Real quick, since we talked,
half my team is on a bye. Half my team.
Stoney, I don't know what happened to my team last week, bro, but I had you cooked. And then I woke up and saw that you beat me by 9 points. Yeah, you knew you was dead. He was dead in the water. He knew he was dead in the water. And then something happened on that Sunday night fucking game. And I woke up and this dude beat me. I was so fucking pissed off. I had him.
That's what I do, you know.
I had him.
Win those type of games. And I play to the end. I'm one of those teams that don't let me get in the playoffs. That's my whole mentality. I try to get in the playoffs and just go through the season dealing with injuries. And this week I got half my team on the bye. So I had to patch things up today, but I'll be there.
This is the first time I'm putting my real time into this fantasy thing, man. And I've been trying. I was doing good, and I was about to go above 500. And this fucking dude, Stoney, man, I'm telling you, Stacks. I don't know if I don't know if I played you yet, Stacks. I think I played you already. I don't know if I did, but
you beat me by some. I think one of your players got hot. You in those deep.
But yeah, I was vexed last week when I woke up and see this dude beat me by 9, 160, 169. I was pissed, man. So
that's the main lunch, Tony?
That's the main lunch. Yes, it is, sir.
You got to shout out to man. You got to hold the joint up, man. Try and get some sponsorship.
I mean, no doubt, but the fact that I ain't drinking out the bottle, that's why
okay, I feel you. No, I feel you.
I can do anything.
I poured a little something in the cup too, a little Grey Goose, man. Shout out to the Grey Goose, man. Some little vodka going on. But like you said, man, just to toast it up a little bit.
No doubt.
Yeah, man. Oh, yo, man. But shout out to Jalen Hurts. Shout out to Saquon having that 150 on 14 carries in the TD. And they sat somebody today, and this is the trade rumor I wanted to talk about. They sat AJ Brown. What reason? I don't know. I didn't read up to see, but he got sat for some reason today. He had
a hammy.
But then part of the news cycle is they're open for trades on AJ Brown, and that's the Eagles.
Some people say they open, some people say they're not. So that's I'll believe it when I see it. On that
there you go. I'll believe it when I see it because they've been saying that for like the last 2 years. Remember, he was disgruntled last year.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? And he stayed. So yeah, I mean, till it happens, it's like it's just words people are throwing out there.
Yeah, well, I think if it's a good trade rumor, man. I mean, I don't know if we need somebody like that. We more need defense on the squad.
I like Olave. I like him, and I like the kid Addison out of Minnesota. Like those type.
Yeah, Olave is good. We get to see Olave.
Yes. I would take Olave. Addison, I don't see Minnesota getting rid of him, Stoney. I just don't.
Yeah. Olave looks like
on the other side of Jefferson. He's just like perfect on the other side.
Yeah, he is. You're right. He is.
Yeah, so I just don't. But I mean, if Vrabel can calm down AJ Brown, get him to buy in, I'll take him. That's his guy, Vrabel. So you know what I'm saying. So if Vrabel calms down, maybe. But if not, like you said, I'll pass. But I don't see the Saints getting rid of Olave. God damn, they gonna have a fire sale over there?
They should.
Well. They don't have look, first of all, they don't have a quarterback and they don't have that much draft picks. You got to remember, Saints, they gave up a lot of their draft picks over the past couple of years. So they need draft picks and they need more players. This team is awful. You got agent Kamara. I mean, you got Olave, you got the kid Shaheed, but
That's why I was saying Kamara should have moved since last season.
They definitely gonna trade him. I don't see Kamara. Brandon Cooks there too, but they gonna have a. I don't see him get rid of Olave. I mean, that's the one piece they got. I mean, at least if you get it.
I'm saying they would. I would think they would get rid of him if they get a lot of draft picks and they get just a lot of draft picks because that's pretty much what it is, and then they could build off of the kid Shaheed, get another wide receiver, whether it's the draft or trade and they need players. I mean, they need offensive linemen, they need defense, and they need a quarterback.
They said they're taking calls for Shaheed though.
Shaheed, yeah, that seemed more. I said Shaheed to keep him because he's younger. Olave got, he's not old or nothing, but Olave been banged up the last couple of years, so he's been pretty much, I don't know, he's been hurt, but then you got Shaheed, young guy, could stretch the field, Olave does more. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, that makes sense to get rid of Shaheed and hope that Olave stays healthy because he's been injured the last couple of years. He missed half of last year. I know because I had him on my fantasy.
Right.
He buried me last year, and then the year before too.
He started off.
That's like me with McLaurin this year. This dude's been sitting. This dude's been hurting my feelings. I needed his numbers. If this dude wasn't hurt McLaurin and him and Jaden was doing what they were doing last year, I'll be tearing up my fantasy right now. And because of him being hurt, dog, and that shit's just crazy. You're right. That sometimes that one player, man, it's just like, God damn, man. If you was putting in the numbers,
your boy that Jerry Jeudy had a donut. That's what killed.
Yeah, man. That's another disappointment, man. It's like shit. But I look at it like they're gonna come through when I need them to come through. That's the thing with this fantasy shit, man. You have, damn, this dude nothing. He had nothing today. I can't believe that shit. He's the number one option.
You ain't got your boy Mungai back, and he ain't do shit.
Yeah, Mungai didn't do shit, but Cleveland, they do have a young rookie. They about to go to Shador. Shador's about to get his opportunity. When he gets in there, he's not giving that job up.
I like that. And they got Hawkinson wasn't doing shit for me for a while. I got rid of Loveland. Hawkinson wasn't doing shit. And this kid Finnan, whatever, he got like an Irish last name. It's funny. Yeah. This dude, he's been balling. I like him. Yo, another lost soul. Hold on for a second, man. We're gonna answer your question when we get into the NBA news and the NBA topics. But before we do that, I have to always let Crook know that people are gonna be looking to talk about some bets and find out if we got anything going on tonight.
Yeah. I got something on. I got something going on tonight.
So before you give that announcement, let me drop it. Yeah, shout out. This is Stony Sportsbook, man. It's Stony Cook Sportsbook. Please pay attention and listen. Keep your ears tuned to Parlay with us, the regular sports guys. Parlay with us. Keep your ears tuned. Stoney's gonna give y'all some gems, man. Last week we did. I don't know how we did. He's gonna give y'all his breakdown. It's all on you, Stoney. I'm gonna put it on you, man. You got the show.
Yeah. So now, real quick, I went 1-2 last week. But the last time we spoke, I hit with the Patriots team total under, but Dallas threw up today. They didn't cover, and Minnesota didn't cover on Thursday night. So yeah, 1-2. It's all good. But tonight I like the Packers tonight. Right now the Packers are -2.5. I recommend that you hop on that -2.5 because I could see them winning by 3 or more. But I like the Packers tonight. And tomorrow night with the Chiefs and Commanders, I'm going to take the Chiefs first half. I think, let me see, the first half, I'm going to let you know right now. I want to say the first half is like 5.5. I'm going to give you the right number. My bad. Hold on a second.
Take your time. Take your time.
No, it's real quick. It's real quick. It's right here.
Shit ain't right there. Shit ain't right there.
Right
yeah,
there.
that's why I let him take your time. I'm gonna give him back the screen, though.
The first half is -6.5. -6.5. I like that. So take the Chiefs -6.5 tomorrow, first half, and tonight, let's go with Green Bay -2.5.
Nice, man. Thanks for that, man. I appreciate that.
I'm gonna piggyback off that. Can you please? I got this dude that's watching the show. I call him the Jew because he does all he wants to do is make 8 bet parlays. It's only eight legs. I said you can't do 8, bro. You can't do 8. You're not going to get nothing.
It's hard. It can't be your norm. It can't be your normal way of betting. You just can't do that because the odds are against you. You're right. The odds
exactly. Yeah, I told him that.
It's very difficult.
So
it's difficult.
Quick,
difficult
before we end the Stony. Before we end the Stony,
at the most, am I right? Stony 3 at the most, right?
3 at the most. 3 at the most. But 2 is your best bet. 2 is like I'd rather put a little more and just do 2 then do a little less and do 3. Because it's like that last leg will always bite you in the ass, man. The less legs you got, the better. So 2 is my favorite parlay way of betting. I just like to parlay 2, put a little more on the on the wager. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you'll make the money. But rather than do 3 or 4 and then bet less on the wager, it's just really difficult. It's for all the legs to hit. It happens, it hits, but not at the rate you need it to hit at.
Yeah. I told him that. And shout out to Wifey for running my fantasy team too in this league. Cause I'm in 2 other leags and she's been running this team. Matter of fact, that's the only league I'm winning in that she's running.
Oh, shout out to Jill. Yo,
so look, you don't know what you're doing.
Shout out to
Yes,
Stacks. Yo,
I ain't checked on in the last 2 weeks. I'm like, damn, you winning the only league I'm winning in. Like,
get out of here. Yo,
the only league I'm winning.
Man, that's good, man.
That's good. She know how to pick those players, man. That's the shout out, man. Shout out, man. Oh man.
I said, you gotta be kidding me right here.
Yeah, so Stoney, man, thanks for giving us that little rundown. Guys, if you guys missed it, please rewind this show, go back. It's always in the archives. We're not going anywhere. Rewind this show, watch it at this I would say the 55-minute of the show, and you would have got some gems on Stoney Cook Sportsbook. So we'll see you guys on Thursday with Stoney's Sportsbook. Yeah, man. Shout out to that, man. I appreciate that, Stoney, man. You always bringing it.
Go to the pay window. Let's go to the pay window.
Let's go to the pay window. So next up, man, before we move on, we're going to hit the gong. NBA. This is Stack's favorite topic. And favorite part of the show is when we talk about the NBA, because he calls this a football podcast, which is a sports podcast, but he calls it the regular sports guys football podcast. So I had to kind of like bring it in that way because this is his part of the show. He loves this. I love basketball. Don't get me wrong.
It is part of the show.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Too. I love basketball just as much.
All sports. I love all sports.
But I know Stacks, man. This dude, man. He would probably eat, sleep basketball all day. So, real quick,
specialist. He's the NBA specialist.
The NBA specialist on this squad. And I'm gonna go back to another Lost Soul comment about the NBA. So let's go. Let's start it from right here, man. We got a few minutes, man. And this is the question. What's your thoughts on the Celtics issue, losing 3 games? And I wanted to ask that question, and another Lost Soul stole my thunder. That was part of my NBA news and question for the NBA this week. Besides the gambling thing, we can always start talking about that. We got time to talk about that. But the NBA news right now for me, because I'm a Boston sports fan, is the Celtics losing 3 straights, man, out of the gate. Stacks, what's going on, bro? And I mentioned to you, and I said it real quick, and I said it to you guys, this is going to be Missoula's time to coach it out. And if he don't show he could coach it out, there's going to be questions. But go ahead, Stacks.
They can't rebound, Stoney. It's as simple as that. That's the Achilles heel. I watched them today. They played today at 3:30, lost to the Pistons. I mean, they ain't getting their ass beat. I mean, they're fighting, but Missoula, he's trying to find a lineup that works. It's a work in progress, man. It's going to take them about 20 to 25 games to really figure out what's going on, but they look bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
This is why I wanted you to tell me the truth. This is why I asked you these questions, because you are the connoisseurs of the NBA and basketball, not the NBA, basketball, college, you name it, high school, whatever, you know it, AAU, you know it. I'm glad you mentioning that. I'm glad you saying that. What is the issue, though, that you're saying that they trash? What's different with this team that's last year? Just not having Tatum. What's different on this team than last year? Just not having Tatum. Forget Tatum, but what's different besides not having Tatum?
The players.
Okay.
There's a lot of different players in the starting lineup. So they trying to find themselves right now. It's an 82 game season, and I seen this from a lot of teams. You know, slow out the gate. Miami Heat, they're notorious for coming out the gate cold. And they seem to get it together and put it together because they team turns over a lot. They get a lot of different players year to year. So they got to get acclimated. They got a great coach. And it takes time. This lineup right here, they never played together as a starting lineup. So they trying to figure each other out. It's just 3 games. I'm not worried. They'll figure it out in terms of lineup and what works in the rotation without Tatum, because that's the whole deal with this, is that this team is playing without one of their starting main players, they star players. So it's just a lot of new players that are starting. Pritchard never was a starter, really. He's a sixth man. He's starting. He's normally not a starter. Quater. It's a lot of guys, but they just got to gel. They got to figure it out. Gel and yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna give them 20 to 25 games. But if we have to judge them by the product now, it don't look good. I mean, they just
it don't look good. I mean,
they could not rebound the ball. That's the kill it. All those 3 games they lost is because they cannot rebound the ball. They just can't rebound. They can't rebound. They're defending at a decent clip. I mean, they just cannot rebound the ball. I mean, they and I'm gonna tell you right now, man. JB, he just don't look good without Tatum. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he fed off JT.
He dropped 41 tonight for what it's worth. I mean,
but he was still. It wasn't the turnovers for me. The stupid ones, like this throwing the ball to nowhere. I mean, he did drop 40. I watched that whole game. So they just got to get it together, man. They just got to rebound the ball.
Pollo Loso said they can't maintain leads defensively. They're trash and they can't rebound the basketball. Stacks just said that 1,000 times.
That kid Hugo Gonzalez is gonna have to step it up. Hugo Gonzalez
played well. He played well. The game they lost to the Knicks, he came in, brought some energy, played well. I thought he played all right to get in today. They started him.
I mean, he didn't score today though. I mean, so
he started. He started today.
Yeah, but he didn't score.
I mean, you can impact the game other ways, and he did.
No, I know that's what I'm saying, but he's gonna have to understand that we're gonna need production, because it ain't just it's multiple players that's trying to make up for Tatum in that production. It's gonna be multiple players that's gonna account for that. So this team, they just got to figure it out. I think they'll be all right once they figure it out. The rotation, everybody get in their comfort zone and know they roll, and they'll be all right. I hope they do.
They go to New Orleans tomorrow, so I ain't gonna lie to you. This team, the way they looking now, if 25 games in it ain't fixed, it's gonna be a lottery team. It's gonna be a lottery team. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
They'll get it together before then. I'm confident they will.
You can't win no games on no level, high school, middle school, goddamn rec league if you can't rebound the ball. You ain't gonna win no games. That's it. So they got to get that part together. I don't know. Missoula might have to run some box out drills in practice.
They second in the loss. They're at the end of them in Brooklyn and in Indianapolis. That's crazy.
Yep.
0-3 Brooklyn, 0-3 Boston, 0-2 Indianapolis. That's crazy.
Philly's doing their thing, man. Philly,
man. But Philly
doing their thing, man.
Yeah, they drafted that kid Edgecombe. Him and Maxey looking like they the 1-2 combination. Embiid's taking his time getting back, and they had other pieces there, other role players that were okay, like Quentin Grimes and them guys. But they got other role players that are decent in Philly. So I mean, what's my man named Lefty kid over there? Oubre. So they got some pieces over there that they could be okay. But if Philly get it together, if Embiid could be the old Embiid with them Maxey and the other kid, they could pop out the East easily.
They could come out the East, yeah. They'll handle the Knicks. They'll handle the Knicks.
But they need Embiid to be Embiid, Tony. They need Embiid.
Yeah, they do. And hey, same thing with him. Load management. They're gonna have to pace him as well and have him fresh for that postseason run. And that's the case with a lot of these players that are injury prone. You got to kind of pace them and just have them ready for that postseason run. That's the plan. So you definitely want to make sure that they don't get worn out by the time the playoffs come around.
Right. Just looking at some scores today. The Spurs took care of the Nets, which is Brooklyn. They won again, 118-107. Pistons took care of the Celtics, 119-113. They got some good games going on right now. You got the Bucks, Cavaliers. Cavaliers is 83-75, third quarter on the Bucks.
Look out for the Spurs.
The Heat's taking care of the Knicks right now on the third quarter, 81-78. So there's some good games going on right now.
Wemby,
like you said, man.
Wemby's a beast,
San Antonio
man.
might be that team, man. But those are some quick little scores on what's going on in the NBA. Stacks. Anything else? Anything?
Let me read Wemby's numbers.
Go ahead.
31, 14, and 6. And I ain't talking 6 assists. I'm talking 6 blocks. God damn, man. That's crazy.
Man, right? I think he's averaging about 3 or 4 a game.
Who averaged the most blocks?
Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Well, you mean in modern? I didn't say modern time in modern history, but in recent history, who probably was that?
Yeah,
Mutombo.
I was gonna say that, Bean.
No. Well, I mean, he is the block.
In modern. Shaq didn't lead it. Shaq didn't lead it.
Nah, Shaq didn't lead it. Yeah, maybe Mutombo because he's known for that shit. But
Could
Alonzo Mourning.
Could have been so.
Could be. Yeah, he was a defensive. He was a defensive player.
Ben Wallace.
Nah.
Yeah, Ben Wallace could be up there.
Nah, you don't think so? His block shots?
But his block stacks ain't like that though.
Yeah, you're right. He was a little undersized.
Wemby's got to be averaging 4 or 5 blocks. That's
crazy. I don't think I've ever seen nobody average 5 blocks, Tony. Not 5.
That is crazy, man. I'm telling you.
But at that height, though, of course you're gonna average 5 stacks.
But he can move though.
Other players that's been that height that haven't.
Manu Boca blocked to save his life, and that motherfucker was like 7'7".
Mark Eaton, Stoney, Sean, bum ass Sean Bradley, Stoney, like
yeah, there's a lot of bums that are like tall for no reason because they got no rhythm, they got no what you call it, that hand-eye coordination, anticipation,
and athleticism.
Yep.
Kicking for his height could still hop. That's the thing. That's why he's getting block shots. He can move. He can. You know what I mean? His lateral movement, all that shit is great. That's why he's good.
Yeah,
he's
I knew he would be up there.
He's nice, man. He figured it out, man.
I didn't know. I'll be 100 with y'all. I didn't know he would be as nice as y'all say he is. To tell you the truth,
the Spurs is gonna be
with those numbers. You know that y'all calling.
Yeah, Mark Eaton averaged 3.5 a game. Then behind him was Manute Bol, and then Elijah Wan Stoney. I don't know how we can guess him.
Elijah Wan used to get up there.
Yeah,
David Robinson too.
Wow, he was in there. Wow.
Yeah, 3.5, and Wemby's averaging 5, so he's blowing that shit out the water.
He's blowing that shit out the water, man. He looks good too, man.
Yo, his average,
he's not too heavy.
If he keeps this up, Stacks, if he keeps this up to average at least 4 blocks, I wouldn't say 5, but if he averages 4 blocks a game, he's gonna go. There's nothing gonna be like in one season. He's gonna blow the record.
Oh, he's gonna be nice.
If he keeps those blocks up and keeps his consistent points and rebounds, he won MVP, and it won't even be close.
It won't even be close, exactly, because he's averaging 30. Like those stats, Stacks just
39 and 5. Woo.
He's killing them, man. He's averaging more than 30 points. He's averaging a double-double, put it that way. So
right.
And I like the blocks is huge. I mean, to me, the blocks is what can you say about a block? I mean, it's turnover. It's a turnover. It's like a steal.
Exactly. You know exactly.
So he's that's a very incredible stat to be averaging that many blocks per game.
Okay. So Stacks, real quick, man. what your boy Adam Silver said about about what's going on in his league. You hear anything about your boy Adam Silver?
He's doing an investigation as well. I mean, he said something pretty poignant. He said that he doesn't have the resources that the FBI had to do the investigation. Like, and he's right. He doesn't have the resources that the FBI had. They did an investigation and they didn't find no wrongdoing on Rozier. I mean, but he don't have the sources that the FBI had to dig deep into it. You know what I'm saying?
And Vegas and the Feds. Vegas and the Feds. And they're bringing that to the NBA.
Yep.
And Adams, like, he probably don't even know about that. You'll be surprised how people don't understand that sports betting culture. You know, some people just don't understand it and how it works, the dynamics, you know, how people can make money the wrong way through sports, how it compromises the game, you know. Yeah, so he probably didn't know much of that part of the game. They endorsed it, you know, shit. They fucking partnered up with DraftKings and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They just didn't know that aspect of the sports betting when players are involved and they're the reasons because they changed the outcome of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean it's new for them. But the FBI and the in Vegas are letting them know what they're doing wrong.
Listen, at the end of the day, sports betting I don't think it's going anywhere, to tell you the truth. There's too much money involved on all levels. There's too much money involved, even in the lobbyist levels.
They're going to limit. My bad. I don't mean to cut you off. They're going to just limit. They're just going to limit how much you could put on a certain player, a certain play.
Well, they'll probably squeeze it somewhere. You're right. They'll squeeze somewhere.
Review it. If I come up there and want to put like 10 G's on on a player that's not really, you know, they're gonna investigate that. Vegas will. They'll look at it. They'll look into it, and then they'll come back and tell you, look, the most we're gonna take is $3,000 for that bet. You know, they'll do shit like that. They're gonna really look over shit.
But they can't stop the machine. The machine's already rolling. They're just gonna punish. They're gonna punish the culprits who was doing the nefarious things and cheating on this shit, and that's all that's gonna happen. But the ball's gonna continue to roll when it comes to this gambling thing. That's not going anywhere. So with that being said, man, that's the news that we had today on the NBA. Celtics need to get it together. They suck right now. I expected this a little bit, Ray. I hate to tell you guys that. I hate to say it.
I did too, Beans. I did too.
I hate to say it. I expected this, to tell you the truth, especially out the gate. That's why I haven't talked too much about, you know, what I felt about them. I knew that they was going to come out the gate shaky. And real quick, JB, how could I say this though without being too brash or harsh? If you're you're a $500 million man, you got to come up.
Yeah, you need more.
You need more.
Hey, but he's a champion. He's an MVP.
No. I'm not, dog. No. Crook, don't get me wrong. You're right. You're totally right. He's a champ. He's an MVP. He do ball out. But now, knowing that you're your guy, you're the, you know, Batman to Robin to Batman, however y'all want to call it, your guy's on the sideline. Now it's time for you to put on the cape or whatever, the armor, and go out there and say, yo, guys, let's go. It's on, you know, get on my back. We doing this. You know what I mean? I'm going to lead the team through this. And that's the only thing I want to see out of JB is just lead the team through what they're going to.
I agree, man. Because like I said, remember when KD left, Russell Westbrook did it.
Yep.
I mean, he took that team to the playoffs. He did. When KD left.
They could have fell apart and say, yo, that's it. You know what I mean? We lost the best player.
Remember, Harden left, KD left, Ibaka left, and then Russ did with a cast of goddamn characters. You know what I'm saying? And Russ took that team to the playoffs, man. So that's just who I'm comparing him to. So I think
he gotta take the leadership.
You got your bread. You got to
take the leadership. And he got the skills. It's not like he's bunk. JB is nice. I like his game. You just got to become that leader that real leader. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, guys, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to be the player coach, you got to be that too. You just have to be, you got to do it. You know what I mean? Trust me. That's what I think has to happen with the Celtics for them to get past this little bump in the road with not having Tatum for the next 2-3 months. No, they have to get
back to 2-3 months. It'd be longer than that for you.
Well, you know what I mean by that. That, you know, March. You know, you're not seeing him till March, April. So if you know what I mean, if you see him, right?
I think if they on a run, Stoney, and it don't look like they're gonna make the playoffs, they're gonna shut him down.
They'll shut him down.
Yeah, they will.
Makes sense. Anything else you guys got going on before I log off, man?
I'll tip off. Nah, we good.
Oh, real quick. Shout out to the NCAA football, man. Yeah, I always gotta say it's very exciting to watch NCAA football. I love the SEC conference. They bring it all the time. Nothing against the Big Ten and nothing against the, you know, the Pac. But yo, man, there was some good games this weekend. That Ole Miss, that kid Trinidad, Chambliss, that's his name, Chambliss. That kid's gonna be, if he keep it up and he keeps getting developed, man, he's gonna be good. Another team I spoke to Stoney about, Texas A&M.
Yeah,
another good quarterback coming out of Texas A&M. That kid Reed.
They got a hell of a receiver over there. Perception
and a hell of a receiver over there. I like Texas A&M.
Like to see that good bounce back win for Miami too, Stoney. They needed that win.
Yeah, they needed it.
Yeah, bounce back win to Miami. Exactly. I didn't get to see the Miami game or pay attention too much to the Miami game, but I did see they won. Ohio State play or was they on a bye?
Ohio State had a week off.
They had a week off. Penn State had a week off too, right?
Penn State need the whole rest of the goddamn year off.
I don't know what's going on with that team. Oh yeah, that's right. They lost. They lost. Oh, did Notre Dame play? They played this weekend. Did they? No,
they was
off too. So some of the good teams that I was looking for that was off, but the SEC this weekend was pretty good. It was exciting, man. That Georgia game, that Vanderbilt, man. I didn't even know Vandy was good like that. Vandy's good.
They were decent last year.
Yeah. Shout out to Vandy, man. Vandy, you know, Vandy's good, is known for their basketball prowess. You know that they put in a good basketball program, right, Stacks? But I didn't think, you know, for football, I didn't see Vandy really being there like that. Vanderbilt, they out there. They number 10 right now in the standings. And Bill Belichick should be getting fired soon. He lost again. So.
They ain't gonna fire Bill, man. They ain't gonna fire Bill.
They gonna buy him out. They gonna buy him out and say, yo, the Giants want you anyway. Why don't you just go up there? You know what I mean? And they gonna hire somebody, you know what I mean? Whatever. But maybe homeboy Bill O'Brien will leave the Eagles and go down and coach the Tar Heels. Because I'm telling you, even the Eagles, like, they looked good coming out the gate, and whatever I don't know what happened. He needs to recruit. Bill O'Brien got problems in BC too. He needs to recruit. You need better players out there. I'm just calling it. I've been watching the college football, and you can't compare to these teams in the SEC, man. You're right, Stacks, man. The SEC is that conference, man. That conference is no joke. No joke. You know what I mean? So shout out to that, man. I was able to watch some college football this weekend, man. It's always good watching college football, man. It's a good atmosphere and it's exciting. I will see you guys. We're wrapping it up. I'll see you guys on Thursday. Yo, Stacks, man. Thanks for coming through. And next time I won't put you in the green room that long, and because we've been trying to just start the show up early to get some people in there, get people to shout themselves out, let us know where they're coming from and things like that. So we've been trying to start the show a little bit early to get the people engaged, because I know once we get rambling and gets talking, it's hard for people to probably sometimes get their ones and twos. That's why I appreciate everybody who gets into the chat and kick it with us. Another Lost Soul, El Polo Yoso, and all those other guys that jump in, man. We appreciate it. So I will see you guys next week, Thursday. and we'll have it again for you guys. Another live, the regular sports guys parlay with us. See y'all Thursday. We out.
Go Packers.
God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.